go.
What? No way!
Ready, go.
Come on. It's not over until that pass or fail is shown on screen. Oh my god! What? 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 Huh? I am in disbelief. What? There's no way that just happened. On the first... I just did! On the literal first master run that I didn't even intend to start. Apparently, I actually did get 4 downgraded GMs on Sunday before I stopped. And it just didn't give me a promotion exam on the last one. What? It's real! I can't believe it, it's real! It's been 7 years in the making. I've played this since 2018. Played to 2020, took a 5-year hiatus. It's real. I wasn't even intending to start that master run. I wanted to start another Shirase run because I bummed out on 600 really badly, and then I accidentally moved the cursor too far. I accidentally selected master. I was like, oh god, I didn't mean to do that. And then I saw the little thing pop up in the corner that says, oh yeah, you cannot be interrupted. You enabled the setting where you cannot be interrupted by player 2. I was like, wait, is this another demotion exam? But then the thing started shaking, and I'm like, oh my god, no way it's giving me a promotion exam now. I wasn't even intending this one. I just wanted to warm up on Shirase until I get like an S13, but I guess this is it. But it's just so sudden, but here it is. No, I don't have the space on my desk for a stick. And I don't have the funds for an arcade stick either. I just play on a keyboard. I don't have the funds for a stick. And it's not like it matters anyway. I don't think there's gonna be like half the wider TGM community is just going to call this one fake GM because it's on world rule. So you know. I don't even care what they think, to be honest. I don't care. This is all I wanted from this game. This player profile is complete. Everything is literally done. I've gotten over 1,000 fireworks on easy. All levels on Sakura. Qualified GM. Just S13. I guess the only other thing remaining is to get the maximum decoration level, but... Is this real? I just felt the motivation. I was like, oh, I feel like doing just a couple random ones today. Maybe something cool will happen. I wasn't expecting this. That's it. Like, simultaneously, this is anticlimactic, but also huge. The only other time I've had a GM exam was 5 years ago. April the 13th, 2020. I failed because I messed up on 800. I had too many missed drops and it caused me to lose cool. To lose the section cool. I thought I lost the section cool on 200 here. Because I thought I was playing sloppy. I genuinely thought I lost a section cool on 200 because I thought, oh man, I thought I played really sloppily there, but no, and I didn't hear the section cool. I guess there was a section cool because I got the emerald. I saw the emerald. I'm like, oh god, I have to let lock in. Thanks. Thanks for the congratulations. I saw that earlier. I only just clicked. I'm not ready for 4. I am not reaching anywhere past 1400 on Master. My top score on my top level on Master is like a 1375. M Peaky, the step reset, and Master Peaky is just too much for me. I guess the only thing I'd want to go for at the very least to be happy on TGM4 right now is Asuka Master. I got close to it on Standard. I choked on 1291. I just had a couple more seconds, but you know, yeah, you can't use the funny extra button in Standard rule to lower the entry delay. And apparently showing evidence that that button gives an advantage makes you care too much about the game, and you should just play the game. That's paraphrasing a real quote from somebody that replied on my own Steam forum post. I love this community. Not really. Here to play the game, but I'm gonna point out, I guess, funny, weird discrepancies, but I just want to take one more look. Let's log in. It's real. Well, I mean, I might as well still do that Shirase run. Oh, right, yeah, sorry. It's real. I can't even do this anymore, but I can't even do this anymore. I'm in disbelief. I just want to just wait. I press no. Log in again from the beginning. There it is. In 667 plays. Okay, that's actually pretty funny. My failed Shirase run earlier was my 666th play, and that master play was 667. That's pretty funny. At least on this player profile. I had another profile before this, but I accidentally deleted it. Because if you put the game while during the game over animation, you kind of corrupt your save data. Don't ask me how I know that. There we go. all I wanted earlier. Just a S13. Just to close it off. Well, at least to finish off warming up, but I guess I didn't really ended up doing that earlier, but I guess here it is now. I don't know what else to do anymore right now. I didn't think this was going to happen. I just genuinely started this thinking, oh man, I'm just gonna do a couple of runs since I have the motivation. No, it just happened. It just happened. I'm never gonna be able to touch that 559. It's been 5 years since I did that 559. That is never happening again. Unless I decide to grind out Chase again. I think my focus now would probably just be to get AM on TGM4 and I'll probably be happy. I'm not getting a 10 of 10 on TGM rule normal. That's not happening. That 557 is way too difficult for me. I am not proficient enough, like not even fast enough in terms of raw speed to be able to get a 10 of 10 TGM in normal. Like, that is way too intense. No, I don't mean to... No. I didn't want to open that again. Open this. I don't really know what else to do because... As I said, I genuinely didn't expect this at all. Wait. I can finally put this on. Just like how, what do you call it? TGM3 makes you end off with credits, except in Sakura. Here's my own credits. Because I genuinely have a special thanks list. YouTube Black Raider. Here's my own special thanks list, I suppose. Oh hey, at least I know that system works. The my scrolling overlay accepting curl, my accepting the alerts. If I do play another Tetris game, like something else, or maybe not even TGM in the first place, maybe something else. I need a break from this series. It has been through my entire like start in modern Tetris since 2018. Is there anyone here? No, not really, actually. Okay, everybody here, you could just go to wherever you want now. I'll just let this stew on the screen for a bit. I can't believe it's actually over. 7 years. I'm not doing classic roll, I'm sorry. My brain is just not wired properly for it. And I don't feel like having to relearn everything from scratch. Thanks for being here.